what's up guys, Chelsea, welcome back to Fate Grand Order LB6. Last time we left off having had some unsuccessful negotiations with Morgan. She was like, the destruction of your reality and proper human history is kind of my goal, so I have no intention of doing anything about anything other than killing you. So yeah, that's not great. Or not really in those words, but that was basically the essence of what she said. Hey Gachita. And we're kind of made friends with Borges, but I don't think that's gonna last beyond, you know, us being guests. I can't imagine that'll last. And now we're on to section 11, titled Londinium. And if I'm remembering correctly, that's what the Round Table Army named their place. So I assume we're gonna go and negotiate with them. Probably. At least seeing their own timeout was fun. He was like, yeah, you thought you could get out of this unscathed, and she was like, no, we're gonna have some decorum. Hey Meridak. Yeah, anyway. Let us hop on into it. Londinium Avenger, eh? If only I had a shiny new moon cancer. But alas, I only have the old, decrepit moon cancers. Ah well. Such is life, I suppose. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna prioritize bond points over, like, proper party setup, as per usual. No moon cancer to counter the Avenger, but that's fine. Stat Zequest. Zequesto. So, now that we've put some distance between us and Camelot to avoid any possible trouble with royal soldiers who just didn't know about the Queen's orders not to harm us, managed to get one of each CL, someone to bring in, someone to shoot food with 30 SQ and 10. Yeah, I'm happy for you, man. Real happy. Oh, we've moved along the northern border. And come across a chocolate field that's truly a sight to behold. Yeah. Whoa, there's chocolate I don't think that's how that works, but, you know, I'm pretty sure you harvest beans and then you refine it into chocolate. But yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Fairy magic, I assume. There's chocolate growing straight out of the ground. Candy! No way. How the hell does this work? I have to take a closer look. Of course you do. What are you two doing? That field doesn't belong to you. You should be ashamed of yourselves, trampling someone else's field with your dirty shoes. If you're gonna go around tasting the stuff, you need to do so from one of the edges. Yeah. Whoa. The whole field of the deluxe premium chocolate bars Lady Aurora once gave me a tiny piece of. This can't compare to a carrot, but it may well be the sweetest thing I've ever tasted. Cannonball! Now don't you start too, idiot. It's so good, it's so sweet. It's a little messy, but it's still just so yummy. I'm glad to see you all enjoying yourselves. How can you be so relaxed about this, Oberon? We still need to keep an eye out for any signs of pursuit. What is it, Gareth? Are you going to jump? Aren't you going to jump in there with them? Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Everyone please settle down. You can't eat that chocolate. Huh? Too much chocolate in their mouths to speak coherently. Oh no, I knew it. These are Nagnaria's chocolate fields. I've heard about them. They're made with paralysis agent, charm, and calories out the wazoo. Oh. Any fairy who tastes this chocolate becomes a hopeless chocoholic. And they then have to do whatever Nagnaria says for the rest of their lives. According to Gareth's own research. No idea what Gareth is talking about. Oh boy. Chocolate field moors. Crap. Casually wipes mouth with fingers. Uh-huh. Did those moors just pop up out of the field? They must have been lying in wait to ensnare any fairies that succumb to chocolate paralysis. First, fairies eat the chocolate, then the moors eat the fairies. What a perfectly devious predatory tactic. Yeah, I guess. And I'm afraid none of the others will be of any help, now that their veins are full of chocolate poison. Come on, Rumasa. This one's all up to us. Got it. Good luck, Gareth. Rumasa, why'd you just take a step back? And what's that you're holding behind you? Sorry, it was right there in arm's reach, so I just couldn't help myself. Some wise elder you turned out to be. You got this, Gareth. I'm sure you can handle these bozos, no problem. No problemo. Ain't nothing compared to the might of a Knight of the Round, even if you're not really that Gareth, technically, but, you know, close enough. Nice. Asai. This should finish you, hopefully? Yes. With that crit guaranteed. Alright. More berserkers, I assume. I assume the Avenger will be just the final battle, yeah. Alright. 84k, may as well just do a full combo at that point. These gosh dang chocolate bars, man. They don't know when to give up. Oh, I might not die. Probably not. Oh, just barely. Nice. Barely. Fatal battle. Big thunder monster. Avenger. This should do quite nicely, I think. Frigarack, boom, boom. And I should probably kill it on its, side of the turn anyway. Man, I can't wait for my Merlin's Buster crit up to be maxed out, because damn does it go crazy. And it's a good match for Bazit too, who has crits, like self-crit star giving abilities. Is that supposed to be a play on Black Thunder Chocolate Bar? I have no idea. I've never heard of Black Thunder Chocolate, so I don't know. If that's a thing, then probably? Potentially.
Uh-huh. Does this mean none of you are paralyzed?
Sorry, Gareth, but no, we're totally fine. I don't think this chocolate's poisoned at all. That's right. Incidentally, when people refer to chocoholics, they're talking about people who just really love chocolate, or who will go all the way north just to have some. Main sold in Japan, so maybe? Probably then in that case, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not actually a medical condition. Oh, well, you're right. This is really good. As soon as she got confirmation, she indulged in it. Like, okay. It's sweet and crunchy and easy to eat, and it doesn't even make me thirsty. I feel so much more alert now, too. What? Because, like, real life, like, cacao beans and chocolate have a little bit of caffeine in them. I wonder if Nocnaria's has, like, a lot of no, it's probably just the sugar content that's making her feel alert. I wonder if anyone, I'd have to look into that, because I wonder if anyone has, like, made ultra, like, caffeinated chocolate. That feels like something someone would do. Oh. Haha. Still, there's a rare luxury good, and these fields really do belong to Nocnaria. So if you keep sampling the chocolate without permission, well, see for yourselves. Oh crap, there's a huge army headed this way. But hang on, what the hell are they wearing? Nothing apparently? Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Okay, Patrick. Damn, they've got us surrounded. These numbers, this honeybee like magical energy pressure. It's... Oh, the lady herself has come out to play. That's far enough, you shameless tourists. You've got a lot of nerve eating your fill of my chocolate. Or is this your way of applying to be my slaves down to my great-great-grand successor? I'd recognize that voice anywhere. That's right, now throw yourselves at my feet and beg forgiveness. You know, something that always threw me off about Nocnaria, like her summer version compared to like normal Med. I feel like the nose shape is more like curved and pointed. Maybe I just haven't looked at Med enough, but I swear Med's is more of like a rounded. I don't know. Now throw yourselves at my feet and beg forgiveness. I don't care what backwater town you fairies hail from. One look at this beauty should tell you all you need to know about who you're dealing with. Now on that note, I, Queen Nocnaria, pass judgment on these foul chocolate thieves. That's 1 count of stealing of government property, 1 count of smuggling valuable cultural property, 1 count of dining and dashing, and 1 count of lèse majesté. Huh? What was the last one? For these 4 crimes, I sentence you all to spend the next 100 years packaging chocolate for retail. After which you'll live out the rest of your days in Edinburgh, receiving a comfortable pension to match the contributions of your labor. Oh, that doesn't sound that bad. I knew it. It's not, I mean, yeah, it's Queen Med, yay! What? It's the long story. Which I assume we'll have to tell you, otherwise you'll be murdered by your troops, but still a long story. An offensive defamation against the dignity of... Oh, okay. I first met her in Gloucester about 5 years ago. She was like a storm in a bottle, and she was the first fairy I got to know outside of my village.
Not that it's any surprise. But for a born ruler, there's nothing better than kicking all your would-be rivals to the ground. The first princess pageant in 100 years, and I'm the clear winner. Uh-huh. Now go out there and tell everyone in Britain that Knocknaria is the new queen of the Northern Fairies.
Right. Right.
Man, I didn't even make it past the preliminaries, let alone get a chance to go on stage. Aww. But that's okay, I'm only here because everyone in the village insisted I come anyway. Plus, I can't think of anything more idiotic than a princess pageant. Besides, all I really wanted was to see what things were like outside the village for once. I feel like an idiot. What am I even doing out here? I should be back home helping with the harvest. Oh? But no, I just had to come here and help my political campaign, and to show everyone that Mab's successor means business. And I swear, when are the elders going to stop treating me like a greenhorn anyway? Not to mention the judges' criteria for beauty is just laughable. Don't they know real beauty comes from living a life you can be proud of, not what other people think of your looks?
Weirdly unmed-like thing to say. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm not as familiar with what med's like, but definitely seems like she would think the opposite.
Contestants like us are the ones who decide what's beautiful, not the peanut gallery. Oh, hello. Aren't you the girl from Tintigel I saw in the prelims?
No, I think you have the wrong fairy. I'm just here waiting tables part-time, so,
why didn't you come to the main event? I thought it was going to come down to you and me. I would have enjoyed
beating a worthy opponent rather than demolishing the competition.
But you were nowhere to be seen. What, did you leave early because the whole thing was so stupid?
Stupid? Well, I guess it did feel pretty stupid.
Why you? You think I don't get what's going on here? I can tell you're thinking,
look at the simple little girl who's jumping for joy over a stupid trophy. She has no idea I lost the battle but won the... That's not at all what she was thinking. Okay.
Well, I don't like it. I won't stand for it. You and I are going to compete again right now. What's your best subject? Horseback riding? Dancing? Music? Combat? Chess?
Whatever it is, it's going to be our real final battle. And we're not going to stop until I'm good and satisfied.
Oh, but we need to do something about that
Horribly tacky outfit first. I like her outfit.
Mac, Dim.
Tear this girl's clothes up for me, will you? Here? I'll let you wear one of my dresses instead. Bit odd.
After that, we're going back on stage.
Together you and I are going to show those idiots in the crowd what it really means to shine like a beautiful princess, right?
Huh? Wait, what are you?
Hey, knock it off, you pink-haired, honey-brained nouveau riche girl, before I knock your block off.
I'm sorry.
I had no idea you'd actually been eliminated in the preliminaries.
I mean, my instincts have never been wrong before, you know?
And the moment I saw you, I felt sparks all up and down my spine. Sparks!
I thought there's something different about you, about this fairy. I seriously got the impression you could turn the world on its head.
Really? Is that how I actually seem to you, Knocknaria? I guess it's true what they say about great talents blooming late. Believe it or not, I'm actually the child of...
but I was wrong.
You're so... Rude. You're so unimpressive that I must have looped from 0 right back around to hero.
Oh, is that so? Guess it means you'd better quit bragging about your instincts from now on, huh?
You're right. From now on, I'll make sure to observe fairies carefully and not just rely on my intuition.
Anyway, what's your village like, Artoria? You said it's on the western tip of southern Britain. My city's up on the northern tip, so I can't even imagine how different it must be. You get ash rain there. What color is the forest? Can you fish there? Are there any cute fairies you've got your eye on? Oh, and what was that exploding lamp you threw at me earlier?
Yeah, weirdly enough, I don't think she was trying to offend Artoria. I think she was just voicing her opinions out loud. The Northern Fairy kept peppering me with questions, and she seemed genuinely interested in the answers. It's one of my nicer memories from back when we still didn't know each other well. Her name was Naknaria. Since I'm the child of prophecy, she and I are destined to butt heads one day. But she was also my very first friend.
So yeah, I spent 2, maybe 3 days in Gloucester with her a few years ago.
But as you can see, she never listens to anything anyone has to say, so she didn't make a great impression.
That goes for you too, Artoria. You look meek enough, but you always talk way tougher than you look. Good to see you haven't changed. Well, this is a surprise. I had no idea Artoria had a friend she was on arguing terms with. And Naknaria of all fairies. I can't even imagine getting into a scuffle with her, can you?
Definitely not. I'm all tongue-tied just from seeing her. Naknaria, member of the King Clan and Queen of the North. Her magical energy covers this entire camp even as we speak. She's one of the most notable fairies in all of Britain. Her combat abilities may not compare to the Tamlin. But when it comes to otherworldly common sense and the sheer size of a Fey domain, I don't think there's anyone in Fairy Britain who can match her.
I guess I just can't tell since I'm not a fairy myself. Yeah. It's not.
But look, Artoria's not backing down. No matter how snide Naknaria gets with her,
She gives twice as good as she gets.
Yep, those two are a perfect match for each other. Artoria looks meek, but is actually a huge pain in the neck. And Naknaria makes a loud first impression, but she's actually very earnest. They're like two halves of a puzzle box. They may constantly be at odds, but in the end, they fit together perfectly.
Quiet, you. When did I say any of you could talk?
You do know you're all still under arrest for chocolate larceny, right? Yeah, sure, whatever you say. Don't worry, I'm happy to pay you back for it. I'm feeling pretty flush right now, so.
Are you human?
What makes you think you can speak so bluntly to me, Racist.
It's not like that, Naknaria. Her name's Ritsuka. She's a mage who came here from the outside world and my trusted ally. Oh, right. I guess the prophecy did say something about a foreign traveler, huh? What a joke. Still, I do like girls with backbone.
In fact, now that I look closer, this is a scene I definitely think would be better if I was playing male Ritsuka.
Now that I look closer, I can see you're covered with bruises, but you're still no worse for wear. In fact, you practically radiate inspiration. Tell you what, Ritsuka, if you ever need a place to stay, you can come to my castle. You're too good to waste away as a slave for the southern fairies. Hell, maybe you can even help me get over my distaste for humans.
Yeah, maybe.
But I digress. All that aside.
Yeah, what an interesting group of people, huh?
Some child of prophecy, you turned out to be Artoria.
What even is this ragtag band?
Are you trying, like, at all? I can't believe you still don't have even a single squad to your name. I guess you're still the one fairy my intuition just doesn't work on. When I heard that the child of prophecy who saved in Norway was named Artoria, I thought you'd finally gotten your act together. But it looks like I was wrong about you again. You're as pathetic now as you were.
Stop being a bitch!
I guess a bunch of third-rate losers are the best a pathetic low-class fairy like yourself can attract. Take that back, Naknaria. Don't you dare make fun of my friends. They're all much more accomplished,
Wiser, braver, cuter, and grandpa-ish than I am. He's like, okay.
And if nothing else, they're way stronger than those soldiers you've got waiting on you. Is that so? Alright then. Prove it. I'll see for myself who's stronger. Your allies or my soldiers. If you guys win, I'll pardon you for your chocolate theft and you'll all be free to go. But... but what? If my soldiers win, I'm taking Ritsuka for myself. Oh. Huh? Are you serious, Nakanaria? Don't tell me Ritsuka's your type. It's not like that. I was going to need a mage for my war with Morgan anyway. Right. Now less talking, more fighting, Otoria. Let's see which one of us is better suited to be Britain's savior.
Oh, only one of my people. Yeah, I'm turning the teapot off. Bazit, you're in. Alright. Yeah, this is fine. Not like I can do much to change it. Is any of that scene different if you're male Ritsuka? And if it is, I'll probably, if I have time at the end of this, I'll probably go to the materials and check it out. Alright, Muramasa, you gotta come out for a second. I guess Da Vinci. Alright. The middle segment's different. As in the middle node? I assume you mean? Okay. I'll probably swap to male Ritsuka then. After this. Okay. This should... Oh no, the middle portion of that scene. Okay. Yeah, if I have time at the end of this, I'll go to the materials and look at that. Maybe I should have brought an archer instead of Bazit, but I wanted Bazit to get bond points because she's so close to bond 12. I was hoping it would be like a mix of Lancers and Berserkers, but I imagine the Berserker is just gonna be the final battle segment. Which makes this a little annoying, but... Is that even... It didn't even... Wow, okay. Wow. Alright, this number, or letter C needs to die, Mr. Charles. But I don't think I have any way to kill him this turn. I should have used this ages ago. Well... I don't know why I used their evades when I put the target focus on Gareth, but whatever. Okay. Davichi, just kill them, please.
Okay.
駆け抜けるは前人未到。未完の馬よ、輝ける轍を残せ。ああ、人生はとても楽しい。ビューティフルジャーニー。せーの。
Alright, Kohei, Ethan, Ewald, LB6. Yeah, I feel like it's cheating for her to send more. Oh, good. Wait, what's there mores in here? What? Huh? What? That don't seem right.
私の宝具見たいのかい？狙うぞ。狙うぜ。
I'm sure it's fine.
駆け抜けるは前人未到。未完の馬よ、輝ける
More's
轍を
just
残せ。
snuck into the
ああ、人生はとても楽しい。
test
ビューティフル
battle
ジャーニー。
competition.
まっすぐに。せーの。
It has a guts, so I assume that means it's part of her forces, but... Alright.
ふむふむ。
なるほど。
オッケー。
Norudo.
芸術とは輝くものさ。せーの。
聞かぬ。
Alright, what's the last enemy? Please be a berserker. Make this easy for us. No, it's okay. And of course, it's fucking these two from way back in America when they were working with Mermed. What a throwback. Mm.
ああ、とても楽しかったとも。
Alright, Gareth. I need you to do something here.
そっち。参ります。てーい。ああ。イーロルプセ。突進です。いけー。吹っ込んで。トラー。
聞かぬ。舞うがごとく。せ。いざ。聞かぬ。聞かぬ。
And of course, Da Vinci's been charmed. Great. I thought a genius couldn't be charmed. What is this?
結構器用なので、結構素早いので。ね、そっち。
切るぜ。
Feels like some bullshit.
いけー。
若さ。
But I guess nothing ever was said about that, huh?
祝福あれ。
I guess even a genius would be weak
アフタービジ
to
ョン。狙うぞ。狙うぞ。
charms. Even though
イーロルプセ。
no,
突進です。いけー。吹っ込んで。トラー。
いざ。
Ow. Would you stop charming the Vin?
妖精がなんだってんだ。
Really, four Da Vinci's, and this is one turn.
折れんなよ。
そっち。
神髄
Wow. Hopefully this does something.
鍛造技法臨界これが俺のスムカリ村正だ
Barely. Barely anything.
いざ
Okay, thank goodness.
Thank goodness you're here.
このアングルバッチリ頑丈なのでキラキラしてるここはもうちょっと念入りに
Alright, beautiful
発進準
journey.
備完了だ早く早くふむふむそっち
Just get NP charge.
駆け抜けるは前人未到未完の馬よ輝ける轍を残せああ人生はとても楽しい
I wonder if she's gonna have any explanation for us as to why she has shadow servants.
いくよ
Even if they're not labeled servants.
Oh, of course they can use the noble phantasms. Of course they can.
絶対絶対
Right, because why wouldn't they? And there goes oh my god.
痛い痛いごめんなさい失敗
華麗に
Okay.
はいどうします暗殺エアズイングズ
I what?
ワンツー
I clicked on the side of the screen that. Okay.
祝福あれこれでどうだマウガン
浅いどうします
Annoying. Okay, yeah.
理想のエネルギー補給です強化完了強化完了了解後より茹でて先に立つもの了解
Alright, I think Bazit's gonna clutch this, but this was a more annoying fight than I expected it to be.
取った
マウガンごとく
プラガラッ
Freaking finna cool. Not so cool now, huh?
ク処理班を呼びました
Punk.
そのまま眠っていなさい
We won. Now we're safe.
So is it just me, or were those fairy generals, yeah, they might have looked awfully familiar, but I'm pretty sure we were only seeing things. Let's just move on. Oh, well, okay. Sure. Ah, there you see. Ritsuka and her team won. I told you they were amazing. Now let us go free. Queens are supposed to keep their promises, right? Of course. Believe me, I don't have time to be messing around with you either.
Right.
I was in the middle of running military exercises when you decided to steal my chocolate. Also, my enemy is Queen Morgan, not the Child of Prophecy. I have nothing to say to a low-class fairy who still hasn't made a name for herself. Go wherever you like, for all I care.
How very flippant of you.
Oh? Does this mean the King Clan doesn't see the Child of Prophecy as competition? I would think it'd be to your advantage to capture us rather than let us go free. Of course I see you as competition. I'm the only king fit to rule Britain.
Right, yeah, sure.
As far as I'm concerned, both Morgan and the Child of Prophecy are obstacles to my rule. That said, I can't take Morgan's army lightly. If I'm going to win, I need to make use of everything I can. Either Morgan will jump at my provocation and leave her castle to face me, or I'll attack her castle myself once all my preparations are complete. Either way, I'll need to keep the other clans in check in the meantime, which is why I want the Child of Prophecy to keep stirring things up. Get it? The more you scurry around making trouble, the more Morgan will have to divert forces from me to focus on you. I don't really expect you to ring all the bells of pilgrimage, but could you manage maybe 2 of them? If you can manage that, I'll take care of the rest. I'll take control of Camelot, send Morgan packing, and banish every human from this island. A bit rude. As a descendant of the Northern Fairies and the daughter of the Great Mab, I'll be the one to restore Britain to the way it was always meant to be. Still, I'm also very generous, so I'm willing to make a few exceptions. If the humans are willing to change their ways, I could set up an autonomous zone for them to live in.
What do you mean change their ways?
As proof, I grant you permission
To speak freely, Ritsuka. Go fuck yourself.
Is there anything you want to ask me? Go ahead. Just this once, I'll give you an honest answer.
Okay, in that case... What's with all those hearts floating around you? Hearts? Is that a figure of speech or something? I see. So you're just dying to know more about me, huh? Well, I can't blame you. I am something special after all. As a human, you might have trouble believing this, but what you're seeing around me is all the magical energy I can't keep bottled up inside. Uh-huh. As a King Clan fairy, I usually try not to show others my hopes and dreams, at least not until I assume the throne. Right, uh-huh. But I just can't stop my feelings, passion, from spilling out everywhere I go. That's not the kind of thing most fairies would brag about, you know. Excuse me, Lady Nocnoria, but we've received a request from Edinburgh.
What is it? Mab chances like this don't come along every day, you know. If this is about military exercises, it can wait until...
I'm sorry, milady, but this is about Moore's disease. If I may... Whispering. Not even enough transcription subjects. Number of not enough transcription subjects. Number of Sheffield refugees.
Tell them we'll make a list right away. I'll make the selections myself.
Selections for what?
Looks like our little chat is over. You guys are free. Go wherever you like.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but I will just say one last thing. Yeah? Try to conduct yourself with at least some dignity, Artoria. Nobody'll follow a king who can't even look the part.
Good advice? Question mark. Okay advice? Not completely horrible advice? Okay, well, whatever.
Oh, and of course, the focus will be on bond points. If only it would give me one of the modern human ones, that'd be great. Maybe Assassino. Rider, maybe. Rider, okay. Not ideal, but it's fine. Alright. Start the quest. The questo. Well, random Nocnoria encounter. If we were gonna end up going south anyway, why'd we go up north a little bit?
That doesn't make sense. Why'd we even go north anyway if we were just gonna...
You know what? Whatever. It's fine.
どうします。行く。剣のマーチ。大きく華やかに。
Bunnytoria. Or other Bunnytoria in this case. not the OG Bunnytoria, but Bunny squared?
どうします。やる。せい。
Great, nice.
決めちゃおうか。
Nice, Castoria, nice.
That's my girl. She's also close to Bond 10. She's like 160 away or something like that. I didn't look at the end of the last fight, but
やってみよう。せい。了解です。
Sima Yi, why would you do this to me?
浅い。
Didn't have a concrete destination. I just want to put some distance between us and Camelot. Oh, pardon me. That burp came out of nowhere. I'm sorry. I would have muted. It just. I guess.
いただきます。ごちそうさま。了解。望むところだ。
Wait.
強化。完了。
There we go. It's better.
どうします。ゴッズホルダーの支配。ワッツン。逆光剣。せい。どうせ捨てるし。
Alright, Fragrex a little bit wasted on only one enemy, but well. Let's just finish it this turn, or this section of the fight anyway. So, you know, better than nothing, I suppose. Better than nothing.
合わせていこっか。ちょっと休憩。
And then nuclear strike from orbit.
よーし。 ですね。
Her specialty.
現実にその光はないとしても諦めず投げ出さず強がって歩き出すこの希望を知っているからホープウィル・キャメロットはあシュート
What? These things know they're gonna die anyway, right? Why not just make it easier on everyone if you're at less than like 2% of your health? Just die! You know, what's even the point in living at that point? Actually, that sounds horrible, but you know.
Well, a little trip southbound through the chocolate fields brought us back to southern Britain. Gloucester's not too far from here. How about stopping by? You've never been to Gloucester before, right, Happy Cat?
No, but it's Marion City, right? I have a pretty clear idea of what it'd be like. It could be fun, but I also doubt it's got any cute brides for me. So I'm good with whatever Ritsuka decides.
I see, that's too bad.
Maybe we should go back to Norwick? Yeah, ring that bell? No, I don't think that'd be a good idea. Going back to Norwick now would be dangerous. Whoa.
Spriggan will definitely be up to something, even with the Count there. I agree. The best thing we can do now is lay low and plan our next move. If we're going to decide on something as important as whether we fight the Queen or run from her, we'll need someplace safe to consider our plan.
Gloucester's definitely out. I don't know about Marion, but I wouldn't trust Kuyanskia as far as I could throw her.
What about the Welsh Forest? That's Oberon's territory after all.
Salisbury could be another good option. How about it? We could tell Lady Aurora everything that's happened so far.
What do you think, Oberon?
Good question. Well, I definitely wouldn't recommend my forest. It'd make for a lousy secret headquarters. And I don't think Salisbury or Norwich are safe either. We shouldn't put too much credence in the Queen's promise to leave us alone. If Beryl were to lead Morgan's army against us, Aurora wouldn't be able to stop him. Looks like Nocnaria was right. We need our own military strength.
So that leaves one place.
Maybe we should go back to the storm border. Besides, it'd be fun to show it off to Artoria and Gareth. We don't have to go through the Nameless Woods either. We can take a detour around it to reach the coast. Plus, we could also stop by Artoria's hometown, Tintagel, on the way.
It's gone. It doesn't exist, I don't think, right? Wasn't it burned down?
No, let's save that for a last resort. We're not running for our lives yet, after all. If it's military strength we need, we've got exactly one option. In fact, I'd say the safest place for the Child of Prophecy right now isn't a fairy city at all. It's the city southeast of Oxford. We need to go to England's capital in proper human history. The ruins of Londinium, where humans have set up their home base. Now that Artoria's gotten rid of Norwich's calamity, there's no reason for us to hesitate to knock on the door. I think it's time Britain's destined savior paid the Round Table army a visit.
I would concur. I want to meet this Percival. Who ain't the real Percival, but you know, close enough. Oh damn. What a intimidating looking fortress. Front of Londinium. Archers and lancers, huh? Support only, okay. I guess they're gonna test us, probably. Seems like something they would do to make sure we're not or that we're worth letting in.
Good job, everyone. I know it wasn't easy coming so far without stopping to sleep, but we're almost to Londinium now. Only 2 more hills to go. But first, why don't we take a quick break? Besides, it's almost lunchtime. I'm sure you'd rather have a relaxing meal outside instead of rocking back and forth in the carriage too, right, Ritsuka?
Yeah, I would, thanks. Honestly, this has been a little rough.
You safe out here?
We're off the main roads between cities during the night, so I'm sure we won't run into any of the Queen's troops around here.
So we're finally visiting Londinium. I wonder what the stories say about it. Well, up until 2,000 years ago, when it was still the Fey era, it was the largest city in all of Britain. It's said that 5 fairy clans coexisted there peacefully, and that they even chose a human for their lord. Really? Then does that mean Londinium used to be a human city? It sure does. But it was destroyed during an insurrection that took place at the end of the Fey era. It may have been the most heavily fortified city in Britain at the time, but I guess there wasn't much you could do against an attack from within. I still haven't found out how it ended up in ruins after that, though. After all, the Queen decided to build a new castle, Camelot, instead of rebuilding Londinium. Guess you don't know everything about everything after all, Oberon. It was the fairy clans that reduced Londinium to rubble. After Ashe ended the war between the various clans, she appointed a human knight as their new king. The human boy who was leading the Round Table army at the time. A huge festival was held to celebrate the new king and his coming reign. But then during his coronation, a group of anti-fairy humans started a riot.
Of course they did.
And a number of the fairies living in Londinium were killed. The clan heads were incensed, so they raided Londinium and put every soldier in the Round Table army to death. The knight who was supposed to be king fell in battle, and Ashe was executed after the clan heads held her responsible for the riot. Grimmer the sage managed to give them the slip. And since no one could kill the Black Knight, they crushed his ears and threw him into the sea. The Black Knight? Who's the Black Knight? By that point, the Tamlin had gotten fed up with the whole ridiculous ordeal and decided to go over to Orkney, taking Ashe's coffin with them.
Why do you look so freaked, Artoria.
Ash, that's the fairy who was once treated as Britain's savior, right? From what I heard, her, the sage, the Black Knight, and the Tamlin all saved Britain countless times. So what was the Tamlin's name?
Oh, Mike told me that back in Salisbury. Let's see, I'm pretty sure it was... Huh? That's weird. I know I've heard it before, but I can't remember what it was. Meh, don't worry about it. My point is, Londinium has a lot of history as the home base of Britain's humans.
So this new Round Table army is holed up where the old one got wiped out? I ain't the superstitious type, but don't you think that's just asking for trouble?
You'll see why it's not a problem once we get to Londinium, Muramasa. Frankly, if you ask me, both Morgan and the clan heads ought to have their heads examined. I don't know why else they would abandon Londinium, even after they destroyed it. I'm surprised you know so much about Londinium, Happy Cat. I mean, you don't know anything about Gloucester or Salisbury. I know about Salisbury. That's the city with the big cathedral, right? I've seen Aurora before, too. I just didn't pay her much attention. She's not my type. I see. So are you sure you're okay missing out on all the beautiful cities? Sure, I'm sure. This isn't exactly a sightseeing tour. I'm kinda curious why you're so considerate of me, though. Fishing for a discount on your wedding dress or something? Huh? No, I'm not looking for a dress. I haven't even found a partner yet. I mean, it's not that. It's just... Just what?
I'll bite the bullet. Alright, Gareth.
It's nothing. I'm going to fetch some water. Be right back.
Uh-huh.
That was close. I almost said something I shouldn't again. Anyway, I'm kind of worried about Happy Cat. I can see Artoria and Ritsuka's future is just fine.
Oh, future? What?
But I can't see anything for hers. Mors? Crap, I have to kill it before it touches me. Yeah! Huh? That's weird. My lance has always worked before. Oh, right. That's only because Artoria was helping me out with her magecraft. But now that it's just me... this is so like me. I always get carried away like this even though I'm weak. So now I'm going to die out here unable to fight back, never having accomplished anything.
Not if we have anything to say about it. The boy himself.
You were so close. If you'd just taken 3, no 6 steps back and gotten a running start, you could have definitely taken it out. You're not the biggest fairy out there, so you'll need more than just the weight of a thrust to get to the Moor's skin. Make sure the foot you're bracing on faces forward instead of to the side, and try to let gravity do the hard work for you. But I guess that'll be something to work on next time, which is all the more reason to stand back up now.
Okay. May I ask who you...
Me? I came out here to fetch some water and saw you going into the forest. And I was gonna warn you to be careful since we tend to get moors out here. But I guess I was a little too late. Luckily there are only 2 of them. Do you think you can help me? I'd really appreciate it.
Yes, of course. I'm Gareth, by the way.
Now I'm Percival. Would you mind taking the moors on the right then, brave knight?
Wait, did he say Percival? What?
Yep, the leader of the Round Table army. And the man you came to ask for help. What a good introduction. I'd say it's a decent introduction, him saving your life. Somewhat. Oh. Hmm.
これならなんとかなりそうです。
Yeah, I'll draw their attention to
逆行よ
him.
導きよ。いいですとも。
狙うぞ突進です。いけー。
Nice, good job, Gary. Nice, Gary, nice. And yeah, her name's Gary now. So I have decreed.
結構素早いのでアフタービジョン
いいです。はい。
ワン
Nah, this should do the trick.
参ります。
Get him, girl.
イラルプス。
28,000 damage. So sad.
I won. I can't believe it. I actually beat a Mars on my own.
That was great. Don't sell yourself short. You're already strong, and you'll only get stronger the more you train.
Huh.
By the way, Gareth, right? I don't recall seeing you around here before. You should know there's going to be a big battle here soon. You'd probably be safer heading to Norwich or Manchester instead of staying here. Unless you came here looking to join Londinium's Roundtable Army. We could really use all the help we can get at this point. Even so, I'm not sure Londinium's the best place for a lovely girl like yourself. There are still lots of holes in the roofs we haven't gotten around to patching up yet. Not to mention the ghosts that haunt us at night.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt, but... Did you really say your name was Percival?
Yep, that's me. Good name for a human, isn't it? I'm pretty fond of it myself.
Oh, please let me introduce myself more properly. I'm Gareth, attendant to the Child of Prophecy. And I'm happy to tell you she's making her way to Londinium right now.
Huh? He's like, wait, what? Nani the hell? You should lead with that next time. He's like, you can't just drop that on me.
Garrett's really taking her time.
Maybe I'm getting worked up over nothing, but
I can't help but worry.
you know, I think I'll go fetch some water myself. We can cross the hills after I get back. I'll go with... Huh?
Looks like Garrett's back.
Huh. I wonder why she's jumping up and down all excited like that.
I see she has someone with her too. Someone tall and pretty handsome.
I recognize that oversized breastplate. It's the man himself.
Hey guys, you'll never believe this.
Look who I met! It's Percival! The leader of the Round Table Army and the strongest human in Britain! I'm sorry. I know this isn't the most proper introduction. It's an honor to meet you, Child of Prophecy. And you, Foreign Mage. I'm Percival, the Round Table Army's acting leader. I know I'm dressed like a knight, but I'm really just an ignorant country boy. I've never studied the ways of chivalry, so I hope you can forgive my inadvertent rudeness on my part. Any inadvertent rudeness on my part. Great to meet you too. Thank you. I'm glad to see you in such high spirits. I understand why you're here now. You need a safe place to prepare for your confrontation with the Queen's army, yes? Then you're very welcome to stay with us in Londinium. I'm afraid it still needs a lot of repairs, so it's not in the best shape to welcome the Child of Prophecy. But it's also one of the most heavily fortified places in Britain, and I promise my soldiers and I will keep you safe while you plan your next move. Sounds good. I mean, looks nice. Just, you know, a little patchwork, but it'll do. The supply team's back with lumber. Let's get to work repairing those ramparts. Send 80% to the outer walls and 20 to the inner walls. Focus on patching up the kids' homes first. The squaws the merchants are heading out to Newark this afternoon to buy supplies. If there's anything you need, add it to the list. Don't be shy, we've got the count backing us. Just go easy on the luxury goods. Yeah. Remember, we can't match the Fang Clan's speed. We need to fight smarter, not harder. Take a beat before following up your spear strikes. Your opponents will dodge them easily if you thrust too soon. Keep your spears pointed ahead of you as soon as you sense a shield coming. And don't forget to keep your sword on hand too, so you can also stab your opponent in their flank at the same time. Don't bother with bows and arrows, you'll never hit anyone, and the enemy will see you coming the moment you take aim. We'll have 10 archers firing volleys from the ramparts for defense. They should keep the enemy back, but if they actually hit someone, even better.
I only know how to sharpen blades, but I can still help. Look, mister, the tip of your spear's chipped. You'll never beat the fairy's fangs with that. Why don't you stop by our smithy sometime?
Ain't exactly pristine, but it's sure lively. Everyone's running around keeping busy with something.
At a glance, looks like they've got around 300 combat-ready soldiers, give or take.
Yeah, unfortunately they lost some number of soldiers in the raid on the Western Ranch.
If you count the humans taking shelter here, that about doubles the numbers. They probably have the old and feeble ones doing needlework in the back. This is great. I love it. It's not an army so much as a whole city in the middle of being rebuilt.
If you ask Retro why he's so worked up, it revealed that Percival's the only human in Fairy Britain who rides into battle on a fairy horse. The horse's name is Kundry. I don't suppose it goes into detail as to why a fairy horse is okay with being ridden directly upon by a human. Does it?
I'm gonna go look for brides. I know what you mean. The walls and roads may be in terrible...
Because like usually... Because didn't when we met Redra say like... It's usually only for like clan heads to even ride in carriages, and to ride directly on one's even more unheard of? Or something like that.
The walls and roads may be in terrible shape, but there's more life here than we've seen in any of the other cities. Of course, this is where London's located in proper human history. No wonder there's so much energy.
Something wrong?
Oh, sorry, it's nothing. I was wondering why such a beautiful place was... Artoria?
What were you thinking, Commander? You can't just go jumping off the ramparts and running off into the woods like that. You're the cornerstone of the Round Table Army, the hope of everyone in Londinium. You can't just wander off because something caught your eye anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice you had people with you. Are you all here to join the Round Table Army? If you come with me to registration at the town square, we can... that won't be necessary, Magar... Magare? Magar? Magare? Oh.
These people aren't here to join us. They're very important guests. Isn't that right, Oberon? Yep, at least for now. Whether they end up joining the Round Table Army or not is ultimately up to Artoria.
If you're to infer from the horse's name and Percy's own myth, the horse is in love with them? No, I guess this is... You know what? I was gonna... Never mind. I had a thought about... the horse probably wants him to ride it in a different way, but that's just weird.
Oberon? Oh wow, it is Oberon. When did you get here? Hey everyone, it's Oberon. That big jerk Oberon's back. You're right, it's really him. It's Oberon the Cold-Hearted. You just showed up out of nowhere again. Where the hell have you been this time? What's time? You'd better be sticking around a while. You don't want to make the kids cry again, do you? Every time you leave, it takes a little longer to cheer them all back up. Like,
That goes for us ladies, too. Your sweet nothings always make us feel like princesses. Well, we love those little moments of affection. You also need to take care of us afterwards. We still have lots of work to do, you know.
Really, Oberon? Really? Hey, it's not what you think, okay? I'm a very serious person here in Londinium, I swear.
uh-huh. No, yeah, you're serious, alright. Serious about putting on performances every chance you get. Whenever you show up, the whole Round Table army goes back to being ordinary citizens. It's the closest thing we have to festivals around here. Don't get me wrong, it helps us keep smiling even when times are tough, but... Wait, hang on. Didn't you say the next time you came back you'd bring the Child of Prophecy with you? No way.
Is that... who is he looking at?
Oh, crap. Ah, that's right. This is Artoria, the savior of Norwick you've all heard so much about. Her staff of selection was sent here from paradise, just like Percival's spear of selection. She's the Child of Prophecy, the savior of Britain you've all been waiting for.
I mean, I guess there was no getting around it since they already knew the only time he would come back is when he had the Child of Prophecy in tow, but I don't think now was the greatest time to come out with that, but alright, sure. Well, I'm sure it's fine. I doubt anyone here means us any harm, probably. Alright, looks like they're having fun.
It really is like a festival. I guess we won't be able to talk to Artoria for a while.
Seems like everyone in town's caught Child of Prophecy fever.
Maybe we should help her out, Oberon?
I don't think she's too big on being fond of her like that.
Oh, I'm sure she isn't. Artoria's always been keenly aware of the pressure that comes with fairies pinning their hopes on her. At the same time, she's always been good at handling those very hopes. What do you think, Ritsuka? Should we rescue her from that crowd?
No need. She's not making the face she usually does. Yeah, she's alright.
Oh? You look happy about this, Ritsuka. Is Artoria really handling this differently than usual? Ah, she sure is. Usually she stutters and fumbles for words for guilt and lack of confidence, but not this time. This is Londinium, a city that dreams of a proper future for Britain. The people she's talking to now aren't just hoping she'll keep them safe, because they're only worried about themselves. She's seeing something much purer than that now. In fact, I'd bet she's actually proud to be the Child of Prophecy for the first time in her life. It's like her eyes have been clouded by everything she's seen all this time, and she's finally seeing clearly.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. It's just a thought I had.
Alright, sure.
I'm the Fairy King after all, so I thought I would try my hand at a little poetic figure of speech for once.
Right.
I'm sorry everyone kept you so long. I hope it wasn't too much bother. Oh no bother at all. They were all incredibly nice. You'll have to tell them I enjoyed my time immensely. On another note... Muramasa's the only one not here. Is he still talking to the townspeople?
Sorry I'm late. Had to take care of something. Turns out they do have a smithy here, but it's a damn shambles. They got a great furnace, but only one guy who knows how to tend it worth a damn. You gotta come take a look-see, Artoria. It's one hell of a fixer-upper. They've got a ton of quartz crystals, too, so you can make all the glass stuff you want.
Oh, really? That sounds great. We'll definitely check it out. But not right now. Percival was just about to show us to the Round Table Army's war room. As a member of the Child of Prophecy's entourage, you're not to go off on your own like that anymore. Damn! She putting her foot down. Got it.
Child of Prophecy's entourage. When did you turn into Miss High and Mighty? You haven't even rung one damn bell yet. Now let attention go to your head or something? No, that ain't it. It's Nocnaria, isn't it? I get it. Must be rough seeing your old frenemy living it up as a queen. Then again, it's not like you two are working with the same kind of materials. It's a shame you're a little too lacking in sex appeal to be queen. What?
Okay, whatever. I'm questioning whether people are blind, but
I heard that, Muramasa!
hey, it's not like it's required to be a queen.
Thank you, Ritsuka.
My point exactly. But what was that ... all about? Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's wonderful to see you getting along so well. And I don't just mean the two of you. I mean everyone. I was worried that the Child of Prophecy might be buckling under the weight of her incredible responsibilities. But it looks like I was worried for nothing. We could learn a lot from your example. Not at all. I'm the one who's learned a lot from the people of Londinium. I've been to plenty of different cities, and they all had different, various class differences and complaints about the Queen. Even so, one thing they all had in common was a wish for someone to save them from their situation. But the people of this town are different. They're all so honest and they don't depend on anyone else. Now that I've talked to them myself, I see that there are fairies standing up for humans and humans standing up for fairies. They're not fighting just for themselves. They're standing up to the Queen to make things better for everyone else. And I think that's exactly what a true Knight of the Round Table should be. People who don't stand above or below one another, but who all stand side by side to help one another. I have no way of knowing what a true Knight of the Round Table is supposed to be like.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't technically, huh?
But it's true that the Round Table Army isn't a resistance run solely by or for humans. We do want to change things for humans, but first we want to change all of Britain for the better. We don't differentiate between humans and fairies. We're just people who share a dream for the future. Even I'm no more than one of many such people Lord Oberon assembled.
Lord Oberon?
Oberon? You don't mean... No wonder you were so weirdly popular. Ah, that's right. Lord Oberon founded the Round Table Army. He saved me when I had nowhere else to go. Removed the curse on Londinium. And carefully, quietly traveled Britain in search of like-minded people. And he works himself to the bone to keep us funded. Though I've also heard he's earned a reputation as a notorious debtor throughout Britain. A lot of soldiers are under the impression that I'm the Round Table Army's leader. But I believe that role belongs to Lord Oberon. Come on, cut it out. I've told you before.
All I did was invest in this operation.
You're the Round Table Army's leader, Percival. You're the one who grew it to this size.
Alright, if you insist, Lord Oberon.
Let's just say that I managed to find all these wonderful allies through one person's dedicated efforts, rather than good fortune. Anyway, now that you're all more acclimated to Londinium, let me show you to our headquarters. Unfortunately, it's the only place so far to be both well guarded and have a proper roof. Sorry about that. Hang on, Percival. What's this picture up on the wall? Picture? Oh, that's a mural that was painted during the Fey era. None of us really know much about it, though.
Yeah, we saw this, at the very beginning when we started this Lost Belt. It looks like one of those, summer deities from the last summer event last year. And one of the ones that shows up in, Summer Bavanshi's Noble Phantasm.
Is that 6 fairies dancing around a large beast? It almost looks like they're holding a festival. But I've never seen any beasts like that in Britain before.
Looks like some kind of monster to me. Maybe a personification of the calamities.
I don't know if I agree with that. The beast almost looks like it loves them. I think so too. You probably can't feel it because you're a proper human history heroic spirit, Muramasa. But this beast is definitely depicted as very loving. No British fairy who would be afraid of this mural. If anything, I think it'd be seen as grand.
Huh? Because I'm a proper human history heroic spirit?
Grand, huh? I can't tell how it feels to Gareth and Albatross since I'm not a fairy myself. But this wouldn't happen to be a religious painting, would it, Percival?
Religious painting? I'm sorry, I don't know what that word means.
All I know is that this mural originally belonged to the fairies of Orkney, the Rain Clan. It's said that a knight of Londinium brought it here, from the ruins of Orkney. Well, Londinium was still being constructed. Apparently it depicts the creation of Britain, and in old fairy language it's known as the Abyssal Worm.
The Abyssal Worm? Even though it looks like a huge beast?
Hey, foreign priestess. Is something wrong, Ritsuka? Did you see someone suspicious over there?
Felt like I was being watched. Hey, Da Vinci. You said this was a religious painting, right? You mean you think it's a god?
Yeah, probably is. The 6 fairies shown here are obviously stand-ins for the 6 clans. Probably the original forefathers. And whatever that big thing is, they're clearly worshipping it. That has to mean this creature stands above the fairies, which would make it a god. But the thing is, there are no gods in Fairy Britain. Like I said, the great cathedral is only for show. I've been to almost every city in Britain looking for information, and I've never seen another mural like that. That's my point. This mural's been around since before Morgan's rule. Hell, it's been around since before Fairy Britain was even a thing. Oh, so it's depicting something from the Fey era, before it became the era of the High Queen. Wait, then does that mean Queen Morgan doesn't know about this mural?
I wouldn't bet on that. No, she must. And it's probably no accident that it was left out of the history books. Once Morgan became queen, she wanted to be the only power the fairies believed in. So she erased the concept of godhood from Britain by pretending it never existed. That way it can never pose a threat to her rule.
It may just be that this mural holds part of the answer as to what causes the calamities. And why there are no gods in Britain. Too bad the only words on it are written in Old Fairian. I can't make heads or tails of it. Can you read it, Oberon? Here, look, this part here definitely looks like writing.
I'm sorry, but no. I don't know if I believe him.
I can kind of read the modern fairy language now, but this is beyond me. I would guess the only people who can read this are in Camelot's administration. I see. Well, it's too bad.
Gosh, I had no idea this picture was so important. I'm sorry, I'm too uneducated to be of any help. It's not your fault.
Still, if it's that important, I'll make arrangements to have it properly preserved right away, instead of leaving it exposed to the elements.
If it's been out here for thousands of years, it's probably fine.
I'll also look for historians and have them dig around to see if there are any other notable artifacts. If we're lucky, they might be able to turn up some other precious records. Good idea. Once we take over Norwick, we should have a lot more personnel to work with. Either way, we need to get to work on restoring Londinium, so the sooner we can put together a plan, the better.
Huh? Take over Norwick? I'm sorry, did you say take over Norwick? Yes. That he did. This slimy, slimy fairy. But I mean, it would be a good base of operations, so I mean, I can't say I'm against it, really. You know, I say. It does have that, absurdly defensible castle, apparently. So...
Welcome to the war room. We repurposed a room from the bell tower because it gives us a view of all of Londinium. We've also repurposed the rooms on the floor right below as guest rooms, so I hope you'll find them to your liking.
Thanks. Well, we have something more important to talk about now. Oh?
Are you serious about taking over Norwick? I thought the Round Table Army's only enemy was the Queen. What reason could you have to attack anywhere apart from Camelot? Oh, you're right. Normally such a thing would be unthinkable for us, but we can't afford to ignore what's going on in Norwick. Your valiant efforts did lead to the destruction of the calamity at Norwick. But the instant the Child of Prophecy left Camelot, Spriggan petitioned the Queen for military aid. He claims that the residents of Norwick now support the Child of Prophecy, and are now traded—
oh, he's trying to get them killed this way instead of via the calamity. That little son of a bitch.
And are now traitors to the crown. He's using the Child of Prophecy as an excuse to massacre fairies and take back his land. We only learned about this yesterday from a secret correspondence sent by someone calling himself the Count. The Queen's forces will probably arrive at Norwick tonight. I doubt we have more than 2 days to spare. We've already put out a call for our comrades across the land to come back to Londinium. As soon as they're all here, we'll set out for Norwick. Our goal is to occupy Norwick's gate and take control of the city before Spriggan can have his citizens massacred. Even if they paint us as barbaric invaders for doing so. I don't much like our chances at victory. Norwick's people aren't going to be happy to see us. Most fairies just think of the Round Table Army as a gang of militant humans. I doubt they'd see much difference between the Round Table Army and Spriggan, really. A gang of human militants. I mean... But please, I don't want you all worrying about that. We're the ones who made this call. This isn't your battle to fight. You're here to recover. You'll be safe in Londinium. Not even the Queen's Magecraft can reach you here.
I hope you're right, but...
Ritsuka?
I know how Artoria must be feeling right now, too. I know I'll regret it if I let this chance go. Let's go ring that bell, Artoria.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh man, this is gonna be rough!
Alright, I understand. I've made up my mind too. Percival, you haven't once asked for my help. And neither did the people of Londinium. All you've done is encourage me and worry about me. You haven't demanded I save you in return or anything at all. You only wished me luck. So, I'm going to do my part too. I can't ring Norwick's bell by myself. I'm going to need your help. So please help me. Help me show everyone that the Round Table Army isn't some gang of militant humans. The comrades of the Child of Prophecy who are just as intent on saving Britain as she is. It would be my genuine pleasure, Artoria. Thank you. I can't say if this battle of ours will ultimately be for good or for evil. But I can swear upon this land that we will do our best to make you proud. Allow me to fill you in on the makeup of the Round Table Army. We have one company made up of about 400 fairies and humans under my command that serves as our main military force. We also have 5 platoons of about 50 soldiers each. 2 of the platoons are led by 2 fairy knights who are part of the Queen's army, Auralia and Etoile. The other 3 are led by human knights, Kenwood, Landon, and Calwis. Kenwood is familiar. Why do I feel like I've heard this name before. Oh no. I'll introduce you to everyone later. We have another 5 squads made up of like-minded comrades, but they're still in training. Their instructor is Secretary Magar, whom you all met earlier. Londinium is also home to a large number of civilians, as you saw for yourselves. They're the ones who handle construction, sewing, cooking, smithing, governance, and education. It's a lot of work for only 300 people, but they've all been doing a great job. Next, I should tell you about the city's reconstruction timetable, and the amount of resources we'll need to procure each month in order to... Whoa, hold on, Percival. Why don't you just tell me all about... why don't you just tell me all that nitty-gritty stuff later? Right now, it's probably better if we just focus on the Norwick attack. I mean, see for yourself. Doing her best to listen politely, even though she's barely following along. See, they hit their limits a while ago. You have to understand, it's only been the 8 of us for a while now. So you really need to ease them into discussions involving the best use of thousands of personnel, you know. You're right. I'm sorry. I was just so touched by what Lady Artoria said that I didn't realize I was running my mouth. I'm so embarrassed. Oh no, it's okay. I get pretty rambly when I'm happy too. But could you just call me Artoria like you did before? I don't think I'm ready for lady yet. Sure. Of course, Artoria. Alright, let me try this again. We plan on sending half of my company and 3 of our platoons to Norwick, so about 400 soldiers in total. In the meantime, the Count has gathered a group of anti-Queen, well, anti-Spriggan really, MPs and residents in Norwick, who are also willing to fight. I'm told they number about 400 as well. So between ourselves and the Count's forces, we should have about 800 soldiers. That's what we'll have to defeat the troops the Queen sends from Camelot with. And to help you reach the bell tower and Spriggan's castle. 800, huh? Ain't much if you're hoping to take control of both the city and Spriggan's castle. Not to mention we'll be up against fairies while half of our soldiers are human. You're not worried we might be outclassed? No, I'm not. The Round Table Army uses weapons and tactics that are optimized for fighting fairies. I have complete faith in our ability to make up for the difference in power. However, Spriggan's Vault Castle, as he calls it, will be too much for us to handle. It's an impregnable iron tower that neither human nor fairy can possibly break through. So I'd like to ask for your help in infiltrating it. Aritsuka, Lord Oberon has told me about your magecraft. He says that you're capable of summoning warriors in battle that can easily defeat an entire platoon. We won't be able to break through the Vault Castle's gate by sheer force. Our only hope is for a small team to sneak inside and open it from within. It will be a dangerous mission, but would you be willing to accept it? Don't worry, I'm great at that sort of thing. So is Artoria. Just don't bring up Merlin Magecraft now, Ritsuka. Thank you, Ritsuka. With you and Otoria helping, I think we have a real chance of victory. The platoons we have out on patrol in the south right now will be back by evening. Once they arrive, we'll set up for Norwick. Ideally, we should be able to arrive under cover of night and take control of the city before Spriggan can react. I hope you don't mind that I'll be leading the charge once we arrive, Otoria. No, you're the seasoned commander. It only makes sense.
Not at all. This is your army. You should be giving the orders.
Alright, I'll go plan our attack with this new development in mind. You know, one thing that bothers me, they said 800 people, and then Percival was like, no, it's fine. Our tactics are designed for fighting against fairies. But the 400 that are being supplied by the Count in Norwick aren't familiar with your tactics. So only half the force is gonna know how to handle fighting fairy soldiers. So the other half will just be fodder, I guess? I don't know. The Count was kind enough to enclose a map with his letter. That should help us secure route inside. I have faith in Count Pepperone's guidance. I hope so. Man, Count Pepperone doesn't miss a trick, does he? No, not really. I expect we'll be leaving in about 3 hours. Until then, take some time to relax.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go pay the textile workshop a visit then. That pile of unused cloth scraps was downright obscene. I know the weavers must be busy, but you could make so many cute clothes for the children with all that. So I'm gonna go help them out and prove just how dependable old Habicat can be. As for me, I consider myself your apprentice now, Percival. So I'd love it if you could give me more lessons on how to improve my lance skills.
Of course. Though I'm afraid I can only spare the time until the strategy outline comes in. I'm gonna go give the kids at the smithy some pointers. As far as I can tell, this whole city's only got one decent blacksmith, and a bunch of apprentices. Guess I better go put in some overtime, since I can't help much with the battle. Is there anything you'd like me to look into, Percival? Yes. I'd like you to see what's happening in Oxford. Woodrose is the most likely of all the clan heads to lose patience first. So after Norwick, I'm guessing he'll be our next major threat.
I'm inclined to agree, yes.
I'll talk to Aurora as well, see if she can keep him occupied for us.
Aurora? But I thought she only has a self-defense force, not an army.
Armies are just one of the tools for fighting a war, Da Vinci. Yeah, Woodrose is a bit taken with her. So she can probably find a way to keep him occupied. With flattery.
You see, Woodrose has had kind of a thing for Aurora lately.
So if the woman he wants so much, but hasn't given him the time of day, suddenly wanted to see him... You can't just toy with someone's feelings like that!
I'm not toying with anyone. If anything, I'm helping him.
Woodrose has never been lucky in love, so thanks to me, he'll finally get the date he's been dreaming of. Sure. God, I haven't even met this Woodrose guy, and I can't help but feel sorry for him.
Alright, I'm gonna fly over to Salisbury. If all goes well, I'll see you guys again in Norwick.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, I'm gonna go introduce myself to Secretary Magar. What are you going to do, Ritsuka or Toria? I'm gonna take Percival up on his kind offer and take a nap in the room below. It looks like we have a long nighttime march ahead of us, so I need to rest up while I can.
I should probably check in on Regra a bit.
Oh yeah,
Last I saw, the kids were packed so tightly around him in the town square he could barely move.
imagine he could use some help right about now. Okay then, everyone. Please meet back here in 3 hours. Our assault on Norwick begins at sunset.
And for us, that'll be, in a few days. Actually, wait, how long is this next one? 5? I have about an hour. I could probably do this in an hour. 5 nodes?
突然ですが
That's
先輩
doable in an hour.
おや
More like an hour
何か
10
物入りか
too.
な
Yeah, we can start it.
どうぞ
And hopefully we'll get through it. But first, come on, Shielu! Life is pain. I just want the French woman with nice legs. Begin quest. Yeah, start quest. Well. Well. I was born on a human ranch and raised in Salisbury, along with a number of other children. They probably needed more humans to fight against the Moors. They treated us all very well. They didn't just provide us with food, clothing, and shelter. They also built a school for us to attend. I remember how much that surprised me, since I'd always heard that any humans who leave a ranch would never be free. But that's why I've never had any animosity toward fairies. It's thanks to them that I grew up big and strong, and eventually got this spear. However, I still know very little about the fairy who took me in. Oh. That's probably because they raised a lot of human children, not just me. Around the time I became a full-fledged soldier, I heard that the fairy who had taken us all in from the ranch passed away. Oh. Shortly afterwards, the rearing house where our school had been was shut down, and I put Salisbury behind me. Damn. So just one good fairy kept it all afloat, and then once they were gone, it went kaput. After that, I dedicated myself to combat training until I took on an escort job in a small forest village. I was told I should enter the next joust in Camelot, and even got a letter of recommendation. Oh, I heard about that. That was the Robin Redbreast tournament they held 5 years ago. So you were the human knight who made it all the way to the finals? That's amazing! Guess I was quite lucky to make it to the end, though I had a very poor showing in the finals. Still, I'm glad I was able to speak with Queen Morgan directly. It gave me the resolve I needed to make up my mind. Talking to her made it clear that she sees humans and fairies both as no more than tools. She's perfectly satisfied with the current state of Britain, and has no intention of changing it. Once I saw that for myself, I ultimately decided to make an organization that would help the Child of Prophecy once she appeared. Huh, no kidding. So this whole rebel army thing was originally your idea? Was it Oberon who came up with the idea of making it into the Round Table Army then? Yes, it was. My comrades and I were protecting a merchant caravan from Moors attacks one day, when Lord Oberon came up to me and said, "You'll never get anywhere like that, Percival. If you keep this up, your white light will rust." From then on, he began managing us himself, and before I knew it, our rebel army had become the Round Table Army. I get it. Oberon's a real smooth talker. Actually, I get the weird sense I should, because this is like contemplative. Contemplative. So I feel like us just thinking to ourselves is the better option rather than just making a snide comment. I mean, not really snide, but more poking fun at Oberon, I assume. Right? Yeah, that seems like a, yeah. Gotcha. So what's this white light of yours anyway? You're only human, so if you're defeating fairies with it, must be a pretty impressive technique.
Oh, it's not a technique. White light is my spear here. It's the spear of selection, one of Ash's weapons. The fairy who took me in gave it to me. Apparently it's a holy spear that only responds to one without sin, and no fairy can use it.
Selection. Does that make it like your staff, Artoria?
I'm not sure, but I think they're at least a little different. I mean, one's a spear. One's a spear and one's a staff. I do sense something similar about them, but the spear feels, well, empty? I can tell it's an amazing weapon, but it also seems like it's not chosen anymore. I would agree with that. I sense the same thing whenever I hold it. It feels like a piercing wave of regret and profound grief over a past failure. The spear's inner lamentations well up every time I swing it, and they leave behind trails of magic light like tears. That's why it came to be known as the White Light. This spear is no longer meant for saving fairies. Now it only exists to kill them. That's not how it was originally supposed to be used, but that also means it's the only weapon out there able to stand up to the Tamlin. But if it's true that only one without sin can wield it, I expect there'll come a time I won't be able to wield it. That's not true, Percival. You're a wonderful person. You protect the weak and you never act only out of self-interest. You're the ideal knight. You can never be seen as a sinner. If I tried to use that spear, I'd be rejected before I could even touch it for the sin of being too weak. Don't be silly, Gareth. You know there's no such sin.
Oh. Meeting one of the officers?
Dawn is approaching, Percival. It was a difficult march, but we made it in time. Shall we deploy the troops once we cross the next hill? Please do. I'm putting Landon in charge of the company while I'm gone. I would like you and him to remain on standby for 1 hour. The Child of Prophecy and I will go on ahead and make our way into Norwick using the route through the sewage system the Count opened for us. Once we're inside Norwick, we'll rendezvous with the anti-Spriggan faction. After that, we'll start a riot in the city and take advantage of the confusion to open the main gate from the inside. Once it's open, I want your troops to neutralize the Queen's soldiers on the ramparts. In the meantime, we'll take Landon's troops and split up to take out the Queen's soldiers occupying Norwick. Once the enemy forces have been neutralized, we'll surround the Vault Castle. Understood. Please be careful out there, Commander. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Methinks she has a thing for Mr. Percival there.
That goes for you too, Aurelia. I'm sorry to ask so much of you again.
That's okay, I'm used to it.
Child of Prophecy, please look after Percival. There you have it. From here on, we'll be on our own. Our goal is to infiltrate Norwick while it's still dark and create a distraction. Please make sure you're thoroughly prepared, Ritsuka. This is probably going to be a long battle.
I'm ready.
Ooh. For some reason, my side cramped up all of a sudden. Oh boy. Caster, Lancer, and then 2 others. I think Caster, Saber, Lancer, and then I can't tell what the last one is. Formation restricted. Probably Forced Artoria and Percival, I would imagine.
Hey. You're right on time, Ritsuka.
Thanks for coming to greet us yourself.
Well, of course, hon. I invited you, didn't I? I'll go wherever I have to, be it the sewers or the morgue.
I'd rather you not have to visit us in the morgue, but you know?
Now let's see who else we've got here. Mr. Vinci, Muramasi, Garathy, Habitra, and... Oh my! What have we here?
An enemy?
An enemy? Eek? Where? Where? Save me, Percy, save me.
Percy? Please stop, Count. We don't have time for this. Please cut it out, Pepe, or I'll tell him your real name.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I just got a little excited since I've never seen anyone like him before. Welcome to Norwich Sewer System. I take it you're Percival of the Round Table Army. I'm Count Pepperona.
Okay?
But please call me Count.
Oh, so you're the Count. My apologies. I thought you were a night call at first. It's a pleasure to meet you, Count. Yes, I'm Percival of the Round Table Army. Thank you for telling us about this crisis in Norwich.
Not at all, hon. If anything, I should be thanking you guys for handling the bloody parts for me. Oh, I just noticed one of you's missing. What happened to him, Ritsuka?
Who, Oberon?
Oberon? He's not the sort to be on the battlefield. He's all about having the right people for the right job. No, I'm talking about that Peppy, friend of yours, Red Rabbit. Red Rabbit stayed behind in Londinium. He said he wasn't going to come along if he can't pull the carriage. Oh, I see. That was smart of him. Aurora must have taught him well. Okay then, let me show you the way. Once we reach the surface, I'm gonna have you all split up into 2 teams. Team B will draw the Queen's soldiers away from the main road, and Team C will unlock the main gate from the inside.
What about Team A? Oh, right, because they're... I got you. Okay. It's because he is Team A. Him and the other cryptors.
Atoria, Muramasi, you 2 will be Team B. Percival, Garathy, Habitrat, you 3 will be Team C. Ritsuka, I want you and Da Vinci to support both teams. We're seriously outnumbered here, so you'll need to hustle to ensure both teams have as much servant power as they need. You can handle that, right? This is hardly your first rodeo, after all.
Couldn't help but notice there was no Team A in that lineup, yeah.
You're right. We'll have to remedy that someday.
Okay.
Once you're a real master in the true sense of the word, you, me, and Katic can all be Team A together. I can't wait.
I just hope you live that long. Understood. Shall we?
Oh yes. It's time Spriggan finally got what's coming to him.
But, yeah, I can't imagine Pepperoncino is gonna live very long. There have been death flags popping up for him pretty frequently, if I'm honest. Lord Spriggan, the Round Table Army has begun attacking the main gate. You don't say. The Round Table Army isn't like the other rebels. They are, in fact, a proper army. They would never launch a frontal assault on our gate with only 300 soldiers. Which must mean... Lord Spriggan, the Queen's soldiers are reporting that Norvetians have begun an armed uprising throughout the city. They say they're rising up against the Queen's unjust rule. And, there have also been reports of... the Child of Prophecy there among them. Yes, sir. She has the townspeople so inspired that the Queen's soldiers are having a hard time fending them off. Now that's more like it. Lord Spriggan, please stay with us, sir. We need you to give our soldiers or... Don't worry, I'm perfectly calm. Tell our soldiers this. Defend your post until the Queen's army has been neutralized, after which you are to either surrender or retreat to the Vault Castle.
Focus all your efforts on defense, and avoid harming civilians wherever possible. Got that? Remember, only the Queen's soldiers should be fighting the Child of Prophecy. Tell our soldiers that their only concern should be defending Norwick. Oh, and tell the guards stationed at the bell tower to stand down.
I'll go greet our guests myself. He really tries to take any opportunity to, like, be on whatever side he feels is most beneficiary to himself. It's almost a talent, really. Yes, sir. But I mean, would we even want him as an ally? I feel like him and any who are like completely loyal to him, we should just lock up. Like, I don't think we want him and his loyalists as potential allies. They could backstab us. Like, even if he says he'll join us, I wouldn't trust it. Alright, Vitsika of Chaldea. Let's see what you can do. I hope you got what it takes, because everything is riding on your shoulders. If the Child of Prophecy really does have a shot at victory, she may not be such a bad investment. Besides, I was getting fed up with pulling the wool over these damn fairies' eyes. I don't like you. I don't like you at all. Where am I? There she is. Alright, boom. I don't know if it's worth it having the teapots on for just 3 of my own servants. It's not really, is it? Not really worth it at all. But I mean... nah. Nah, it's fine. Straight into battle, huh? Alright, soldiers.
スマートに片付けます。
We'll show you what we're made of. Oh boy. This is not, ideal, huh? I was hoping the casters should be the starting force. Alright, Bassett, you go to the back. Sure, I'll bring out a rescue goal.
せーの。戦いですから。今のうちに準備を。全力を出しましょう。
Alright.
時空わかりました。
Charge up that,
寝台回帰
friend
臨界。
gauge.
行けるところまで行ってみる？宇宙の終わり、その先へ。女神でビーストとか最高でしょ？
Yeah, I imagine it would be. Oh boy. You silly little fellows. High Queen's military is looking strangely Celtic.
やります。もちろん。
Yeah.
了解です。突破します。
I guess it's really just this or... Well, no, the Roman soldier look is for the Round Table Army. So I guess the High Queen... Yeah, they would... I mean, unless they had made completely new sprites. But...
わかりました。やります。固めなさい。は
It makes sense that these would be, because I mean they do look, especially these ones with the beards, look kind of dwarf-like, like the Earth Fairies. So it does make sense to reuse them, I guess, for this purpose. I can see what their thinking was with using these particular models. You'd think they would have at least recolored them, though, and got rid of the Celtic tattoos, though. But... actually... look at this. Like, it wouldn't have taken much to just get rid of the tattoos, I would think, but... I don't know if I said, I really like her extra attack. It's such a random thing, but I really like Space Arashigou's extra attack. I don't know why. It's nice to look at, I guess. Yokai desu.
神髄解明完成理念収束鍛造技法臨界これが俺のスムカリ村正だ
一口だけよウグディレム
I kind of expected him to wipe out
ここでまっすぐ
their forces entirely. I'm surprised 2 of them lived. Because Muramasa's NP5, isn't he? Yeah, he is. That's weird.
あの
了解です
Like, I know I didn't use his skill to boost his attack, but... Red Dane the Knight. I still would have thought I would have done more. Hmm.
こんな感じ白兵戦行きます今のうちに準備を
Really? Okay.
先あの辺りか
飲み込んでキリカ
若造やべえな面白い
Oh, he's... interesting. He takes less damage the longer a turn goes. Ash of Orkney.
Unme.
品田姫をあの辺りか
それはいつか来る兆しの星誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょうアラウンドカリバーン
I'm hoping this just straight up breaks the break bar. Would be great. Okay, yeah, good. Exactly what I asked for. Thank you, Mr. Dane Knight. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. Good try, pal.
あの辺りか
了解素敵ね一口だけよウグディレム遅いのだわ
Damn. Alright. I mean, look, I get you don't want to die, Mr. Knight.
メモリを少し開けてあげる
But
妖精が何だってんだ
by order of the Queen,
時空の果てまで
I demand
連れて行って
the Queen being Artoria, the future
信
Queen.
頼回帰神聖始まりは無限おしまいは極点でもその先だってまだあるはずあなたとならどこまでも
I know it probably would have been better to do Muramasa first.
気づきに気づいた刀塚八重垣作るは戦士の
I'm
刃
kind of hoping this turn goes. Never mind. I was kind of hoping it would the battle would go on longer, so I could get her to
今
10.
回はうまくいきました
I haven't gotten her to 10 yet, so I was kind of hoping for, but oh well. No after battle dialogue? Was that purely a battle node? Damn. Haven't seen just a pure battle node in a while. Alright. Alright, that takes care of most of them. We can handle the rest. Go on ahead to the gate, Ritsuka. Percival needs your help now, not us.
Please watch Garrett's back too, Ritsuka. She has a bad habit of being reckless.
Okay, be careful, you two. Don't die while I'm gone, please. Nah, they'll be fine. It'll take more than just a little badly battle to bring them down. This ain't nothing. Another no teapot one. You. Alright. Time to save. Or help Percival, I guess. He's probably doing fine on his own. But help him anyway. Oh, they fighting? Oh no, they're fighting Fang Clan members. Okay. Definitely not just were jaguars and whatnot, right? Just slightly At least these ones they recolored, I think. Unless these are also one-to-one copied from somewhere, but I don't think they are.
Hi. Oh,
どうします？ 暗殺令和イング
Good church.
そっち？
お任せください。
I'm thinking Percival might kill this one on his own. Yeah, okay, I knew it. And then Gareth hits like a... Gareth, I want to have faith in you, I really do, but it's you make it so hard, girl.
了解。どうします？まっすぐに。せい。
Speaking of things that are hard to love,
浅い。
I started reading that, or actually I finished all of what's currently available, of Chainsmoker Cat, because I saw the,
はい。
お任せください。
I guess, controversy about the anime on
暗殺
Twitter,
令和イング
and so I was like, can't be that bad, can it? I read all 213 available chapters of the manga. I was like, this isn't that, like, there's some gross scenes, sure, but it's really not. Maybe in color, like animated, it looks worse. But the manga, I was just like, okay, it's good. It's bad, but it's not that bad. I think it's just a case of people expecting, oh, cat girl, it's gonna be a cute anime, and it wasn't. It's more of a comedy slash poking slash like addiction PSA, but mostly comedy.
了解。
I'm not sure if any Red Dane fairy, but there's a Red Dane dairy cattle, in other words, a cow breed. That's probably what he's... I don't know, because he was like a horse. No, who knows? Bazit. Bazit, please. I don't know if a rush goal can kill. Now let's do this.
了解です。ワンリミッツ参ります。
Plus the battle seems to be going decently well. Nice. That can rush goal, fulfill her. Maybe? Yes, thank you for the crit. Alright, well now. Blue perches the knight. I said, hey, you can't do that. That's cheating. Preemptive attacking, mother fricker. What the hell, bro? What'd we do?
逆行よ導きをこれならなんとかなりそうですお任せはい
It's kind of funny how he has his NP game up skill when he himself doesn't have a noble phantasm to use currently.
いいでお任せください先行いや
一口だけよウグディレム
Oh, rip. Sorry, Percy. Our bad. Oh my goodness. Oh my golly goodness.
待っていますすぐに片付けるわかりま了解
Full combo.
飲み込んでキリカスペースブラスターネガスペース千枚おろしテストメーター合体オールスターでごめん遊ばせ
I thought full combo from her would have broken the break bar. Like, maybe just barely, but I thought it would have done it. But no, apparently not.
了解した
Actually...
鉄風わかりましたな一掃する突進です時には野蛮に荒々し
Thank
く
you. I was scared for a second there. I think Gareth is about to bite the dust. Damn. Did Morgan give you the big guns? Jesus.
さあいらっしゃい結構頑丈なので 了解
This
です
one's probably supposed to be blue birches, a specific prankster hobgoblin.
徹底的に固めなさいハッティ
Yeah, it might have been like a translation issue or something. Or you should play on words, hard to say. Although I wouldn't really even call it play on words, more just, I don't know. Alright, nice. We live, barely.
せーの結構器用なので
Alright, go Gary, go.
アフタービジョンワンリミッツ
Go Gary, go. Go Gary, go.
参ります
Do 30,000 Not even close, okay. If altered crits, okay. If the quick attack had crit, it would have worked, but no, she had to be useless. Good thing we can't die from that.
どうします素敵ね暗殺エアツイングズやっと静かになったわね次の戦いに行きま
Damn,
しょう
really cut it close there, huh?
私の交換
I mean, we had Sima Yi in the back still too,
確かめたいでしょ
so I think we would have been fine, but closer than comfortable. His usual form was that of an old man wearing baggy blue breeches, but he also took the form of a white horse, a black pig, and a wisp of blue smoke. This one at least is a horse form. Oh god. I think we're fighting Gawain, Barghest. I have a report from Captain Landon, sir. They've taken full control of the South District. I have a report from Captain Auralia as well. The Queen's soldiers near the main gate have retreated after losing 20% of the force. Great work. Now go do the same for the North District. We're going ahead to the Vault Castle. Take anyone who surrenders into custody, and have Aurelia's squad look after them. Yes, sir. Understood.
This is a lot harder than I thought it'd be.
Gareth, Hobbitrot, you two stay here. Muramasa, Artoria, Da Vinci, Ritsuga. The 5 of us will infiltrate the Vault Castle. I trust that's okay with you. Okay, just try and stop me. Been waiting to smack the smug out of Spriggan for a while now. You said it, yeah. I wouldn't mind getting a lick in or two.
Mama, still so fiery, I see. Now I'm really glad I went to the trouble of securing that route in for you. None of the Queen's soldiers are stationed in the Vault Castle. Once you get past Spriggan's guards, then... Wait a sec, the front door's... open? I'm not sensing any soldiers in there either. It looks like the path to the bell tower's all clear.
That's suspicious. Think it's probably...
Probably, yes, but not for us. This trap's only for Artoria, Child of Prophecy, and Queen Morgan. Spriggan really is a style fox, isn't he? He's just handing the bell over to us. Makes sense, though. He gains nothing but trying to protect it at this point. He must be trying to surrender without defying the Queen. He wants to be able to deny any involvement in ringing the bell.
Well, this is a surprise. I thought we'd never be able to take control of Norwich without ringing the bell. But if Spriggan has pulled his soldiers back, he must not have any intention of fighting. That means the battle to occupy Norwich is over. We no longer have to ring the bell to win. That said...
Whether we go ring it now or not, it's up to the Child of Prophecy. If she does it'll be a declaration of war. There'll be no going back. I hate to play into Spriggan's hands, but I doubt we'll get another opportunity like this. Let's go, bell or no bell, Spriggan is still inside. Between him just letting the calamity happen and the stunt he's trying to pull right now, I can't just let him go.
Yeah.
I want to know exactly what the head of the Earth Clan was thinking when he made those decisions.
He was thinking of how to profit for himself.
Huh. We didn't run into a single soldier on the way up here. On the way up here, let alone Spriggan himself.
I've got a hell of a bad feeling about this. Chills even. Be careful, there's something here. Capless, where are you? Capless! I smell paradise, I hear Avalon. I see. So you finally come.
There. Magical energy's collecting on the ceiling. This density. It's a night call.
The one who saves us shall be Britain's undoing. Curse my dead body. I'll gladly give my soul for the Earth Clan. In exchange for your abominable body. I'd rather not give you my body. My body's a temple. One that I don't treat as well as I should. But a temple nonetheless. Alright, and of course, we all know the deal. Damn. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Come on, give me the modern human bond up craft essence, please. Pretty please? Please? No? bit rude. But fine, I'll just take this Merlin, it's fine. That's aight, I guess.
And you know what? I'm actually gonna do this.
We lose out on a little bit of extra bond for these two, but that's fine. Ryder Toria is almost at on 7 or 8. Made Toria, Molter. Night Call unknown. The way it was talking, it had a loyalty to the Earth Clan, right? So I wonder if it's guarding the bell tower. It could be like the original, like or not the original, but like one of the people who helped Ash way back during the Fate era. Maybe.
食べたアイスの数など覚えてはいない。や、徹底的にな、剣のマーチくるっと命中。そこだ。
King of Forging. Definitely was an Earth Clan fairy.
どんな時も軽やかに。終わったらみんなでね。夏のそっか行く。
This should break his break bar.
対厄祭大儀式。
Unless it hits like a
ロンドミニアドからエクスカリバーに変装。
but it shouldn't.
聖剣バッター。
Not my Castoria.
最新よ。
Not my
我
goat.
らが罪を許したまえ。はあ、シュートアンサンブル。
Okay.
ブローアップミストルフィン。
Bakatoria, you You disappoint me. Just from full health to dead, okay.
やる。はあ、シュートくるっと命中。剣のマーチ。不思議な
That's
こと
a
が
little
起こ
bit
るの
scary.
です。
Oh, what did it say? I couldn't see it. I just thought it was like a sentence, full sentence.
浅い。
Yeah, you need to die now.
今日か
But I don't think you will. Actually, I'm gonna stun you. Actually, wait, no, Hopeful Camelot would have given us... Fuck. I'll use it next turn.
どうやってこうだっけ？一掃する。
Okay, now we'll Hopeful Camelot.
ホーグ？この服装で？やる。
Yes, it is time for
物
Noble
語を
Phantasm.
語りましょう。旅立ち
Baka.
の誓い、グゼの童話、幾度跳ねは継が
Yeah,
れても
yeah, get it, come on, get it over with, let's go, come on,
その希
get
望
a move
は
on.
消えはしない。ホープウィル・キャメロット。そこだ。剣のマーチ。
This is gonna hurt though. Okay, just waste your turn. That's cool. I'm good with that. Hmm.
決着の時だ。食べたアイスの数など覚えてはいない。
I'm gonna use this actually and do
食べたアイスの数など覚えてはいない。
that.
はい徹底的に了解したふん一掃する
Crit? No. Crit? No. The least effective one got the crit. I can't believe this.
合わせていこっか
Nice.
そっかご注文でしたらそのように突撃ですどうだ大きく華や
Crit?
かに
No.
一掃する
I knew it was unlikely. It was only 10%.
読み込みと練り込みそして
At least he left Castoria alone. There's that at least.
どんな時も軽やかに
That was rather rude of him, though. To step on us like that.
楽しくそっか
Who do you think you are? Alright, he should die to this, though.
対薬剤
It
大
should
儀
be
式
like 70.
ロンゴミリアドからエクスカリバーに変装聖剣
Maybe
全
not.
う最新よ
This time
我
we'll
らが
probably
罪を
do...
許したまえ
Maybe?
突撃ですどうだ
Maybe?
狂っ
Crit?
た命中
Crit. Okay. There we
健
go.
やかにたくましく
Perfect.
我こそ冥界の女神にして暗黒のビースト
That's my Alice
と
in
呼んで
Wonderland.
スペースエレシキガルどうちゃんと覚えてくれた
Yeah, whatever you say, Reshkigul. I don't know what you said, but I agree. With whatever it was. Alright, well, that was weird. I'm sure that's not something we'll have to fight at every single bell tower. It's gone. That night call must have been here for a very long time. Didn't exactly go peacefully, though. Hope you're at least resting now, old one.
Anyway, that seems to take care of the last obstacle in our path. All that's left to do now is ring the bell.
Well done indeed. I must thank you for finally ridding the bell tower of the ghost that's been haunting it for the last century. What do you want? Now that is what I call a swift resolution. It was the finest thing I've seen since I first set foot in Fairy Britain. Once again, your power leaves me at a loss for words. Oh boy. What sort of deal do you want, Spriggy boy? Spriggan. Oh, why are you glaring at me like that? The battle's over, your Round Table army has defeated the Queen's soldiers. Norwick is now free of the Queen's oppressive regime, and it's all thanks to you. I, Norwick's own lord, couldn't be happier about this turn of events. Aha! Yeah, not like you didn't set this whole thing into motion. What do you say? Shall we toast your victory? Ah, but where are my manners? Apologies for my lack of consideration. If you wish to leave, by all means, go right ahead. My soldiers will gladly clear the way for you. We were told you were the one who called the Queen's army here in the first place. How can you do that and still claim to be innocent? And yes, I did make a report to Her Majesty. The calamity caused a great deal of damage, so I requested she send soldiers to help with the restoration efforts. Aha! Any responsible lord would have done the same. Unfortunately, it seems there were some bad apples among the Queen's soldiers who thought to treat our more rebellious citizens quite brutally. Ah, but once again, your timely intervention prevented any of my citizens from coming to harm. For that, I owe you my thanks. So that's what you're going with? The Royal Army's attempted purge of any hint of rebellion had nothing to do with you, Okay, that's fine. At this point, there's no way we can prove it one way or another.
But what's your game plan now? Norwick has fallen and your citizens are sick of you. Do you really have time to be hanging out here chatting with us?
Don't be ridiculous, Leonardo How do you... I don't think he's ever heard us say her full name. so why would he know that?
Don't be ridiculous, Leonardo da Vinci. I must say, for such a great mind as yours, that was simply uncalled for. True, Norwick may have fallen, but that is a temporary situation at worst. Since the Child of Prophecy is leading the Round Table army, you must only be here for this bell. I very much doubt that you occupied Norwick with the intention of keeping it for yourselves. Well, I suppose you may be considering using it for the Round Table army's base of operations. But as you've just ably proven, Norwick is quite vulnerable to invasion. Of course, if you wanted to end up razed to the ground for treason like Sheffield, far be it from me to stop you.
Why, you little...
Now, don't bother. No sense letting this one work you up. And trying to hold him accountable for his crimes would only be an even bigger waste of time. He doesn't believe he's done anything wrong in any case. Oberon, when'd you get here? Just now. Luckily, my trick with the restaurant worked like a charm. I'm glad to see you've all wrapped up things up here nice and neat. I knew you could do it, Percival. But you've done a pretty poor job with the aftermath. If you were going to kill Spriggan, it should have been during the chaos of battle. Now it's too late. It would be one thing if you wanted to get rid of Norwick, but you would never do that, would you?
Oberon? Get rid of Norwick?
Oh? Do you need me to explain it to you, Ford Mage? Don't bother, I'll sum it up. Spriggan's demonstrated his neutrality to his citizens, thereby fulfilling his role as their lord. As a result, the fairies of Norwick still recognize him as their leader. So they definitely won't be happy if you kill him now that he's open to peaceful discussion.
Yeah, he's got us hook, line, and sinker.
And that's not all. Will Norwick's artisans may all hate Spriggan. The other residents who use the artisan's services consider him indispensable. Remember how I said that Norwick is on the verge of becoming a human city? Spriggan's policies are essential for fairies who want to maximize the profits above all else. That's what makes him so tricky to deal with. Sure, half of Norwick hates him, but the other half supports him. So you can't just kill him without a very good reason. It would make us public enemies. And not only that. Without Spriggan to negotiate with the Queen, she would declare it a rebel stronghold and just take it over herself. And since we can't protect the city, letting that happen would essentially destroy Norwick. There you have it. To kill a ruler is to effectively kill their nation as well. If what you want is to destroy Norwick, then by all means, go ahead and execute me. You're not bluffing, are you? You really do mean that. You don't care about the safety of the Earth Clan, and you have no wish to keep Norwick safe. But you also apparently don't care if you live or die. I don't get it. Your actions seem so purposeless and incomprehensible. It's almost as if you're... That's right, human. You're no fairy, Spriggan. You're what they call a changeling. Someone who drifted here from proper human history. Aren't you?
Yeah. I kind of figured as much. His whole land baron shtick and... Those are very human ideas. A lot of what he did. Plus, apparently knowing who... Like, her Da Vinci's full name, even though I don't think we had said her full name around him ever. We'd only ever said Da Vinci, so he would have had to have proper human history knowledge to make that assumption. Also him referencing the invasion of Saxons. True! Yeah, true.
A human clan head? That's impossible. There's no way he could keep up an act like that for so long. Fairies distinguish between other fairies and humans by scent, magical energy, and appearance. No one fairy is exactly like any other. So, as long as someone could meet the right criteria, they could definitely pass as a human-looking fairy. For scent, they would just need to make a cologne that approximates how a fairy smells. Their comparative lack of magical energy they have could be disguised with a mystic code.
And as for their appearance... yeah, his ears look like fairy ears, but aside from that... Humans can have their extremities surgically modified without many negative side effects, so that's no big surprise. What I want to know is how you solved the aging problem. You've been Norwick's lord for 100 years now, and makeup can only do so much to make you look younger. I'm afraid to ask what you look like under all that. I don't have the slightest idea what you're talking about. However, let's say, just for the sake of argument, that I came from the same world as Lady Ritsuka there. If I did, surely you could imagine something I might want. I have no attachment to Britain, the fairies, or the Queen, nor can I go back to my old home at this point. Indeed, I can never go back to being John Smith, the human, even if I wanted to. No, all I care about is... a place that you can call home. That's not exactly right. But you're not far off either. I knew I was giving him too much credit. I knew the castle was probably the right choice. I was giving him way too much credit, but I thought maybe he was a little bit sentimental. Personally, I don't care who sits on the throne. Queen, child of prophecy, whoever. It's all the same to me. All I care about is keeping this fort castle safe. My role as the Lord of Norwick is only a means to that end. One of the tricks to survival is serving someone stronger than you. Right now, that means working for the Queen, but depending on what you do next, that could easily change. You see? He's the most annoying kind of person to deal with. He's neither friend nor foe. But never mind him. Norwick never had much in the way of a military. Once we ring the bell, we won't need to come back here again. Spriggan's private soldiers are just that. Private soldiers. I can't imagine they'd ever be a threat to the Round Table Army. Right you are. Now do you understand what makes me tick? If you think I'm not worth killing, that's fine with me. Very well then, this jester will go ahead and remove himself to the corner. If you wish to ring the bell of pilgrimage, please be my guest. Still, I will say that, jester or not, I do have hopes and dreams of my own. I doubt I have much longer to live, so I hope I'll get to see the Child of Prophecy defeat the Queen before my time is up. We'll try our best for you, man, I guess. Okay, now that that's settled, let's get to the main event. Are you ready to do this, Satoria? Salisbury, Gloucester, Norwick, and Londinium. Salisbury, the city of wind, where humans and fairies coexist. Gloucester, the city of flowers that glitters bright but hollow. Norwick, the city of smiths, where all kinds of fairies and humans compete, swindle, and help one another. And Londinium, the city of ruins, where everyone smiles and cares for others, despite all the pain and loss they've suffered. 16 years. The time I spent as the Child of Prophecy in Tintigal. Watch over her quietly. Okay, I'm going to ring the bell. Don't worry, I already know how. Stand back, everyone. Oh? Animation? No. Not quite. Song of Paradise, voice of the inner sea. You who were born to be selected, to decide the fate of this land and to see justice done. The bells of the bones of Inception shall show you the way. Forgive us these sins. Oh? It's tolling across the land. You hear that, Morgan? It's war. Is it noon already? Seems a bit early for that. Maybe it's not the usual cathedral bell. I wonder what it is then. Sounds weirdly happy and sad at the same time. Oh, Mike. My chest feels tight. What a nostalgic sound. Is that a bell of pilgrimage, Lady Aurora? Yes, it is. It must be Norwick's bell, meaning the Earth Clan has accepted her.
Yeah, I guess, kind of.
It looks like your plan worked, Oberon.
Though I do feel a little bad about tricking Woodwoes.
Congratulations, Artoria. Thank you, Ritsuka. Now at long last, we can finally take the next steps forward.
How you feel about this, Murian?
The sound. It feels like it's ringing out across all of Britain.
Probably because it is.
And its frequency. It doesn't sound like joy so much as... Aha, now I see. So that's what they mean by pilgrimage. There's the first one. What a relief. It's about time she did something worthy of the Child of Prophecy. I was more than a little worried that when she accepted the Queen's invitation to Camelot. But now, the war will finally begin. I can't wait. Can you, Kuyansukia? Her Majesty the Queen versus the Child of Prophecy. The Tamlin versus the Round Table Army. I wonder who's going to drop out first. I wonder who'll have the last laugh. Who would you bet on, Kuyansukia? Oh, maybe you'd put your money on Caldia, the real dark horse? Caldia can't possibly win. They're not even a player in this game. But having said that, in your case, betting on Caldia may not be such a bad idea. Fairy Britain's market value is about to tank after all. So if you know it's coming, maybe you should consider a different possibility. Don't be ridiculous. There's no way I'm getting out of this game after all the trouble I went to set up the pieces. Oh yes, just you wait, Kuyansukia. I'm going to make things right, no matter what happens.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean make things right?
Lady Murian.
And why is Koyansky seemingly sad about it?
Huh. So that's what a bell of pilgrimage sounds like. Doesn't do much for my soul. Well, it's good Norwick is out of the picture. About time she finally got serious.
Anyone worthy to be my rival should have no trouble at all ringing a bell or two. How you feeling, Queenie? What an ominous sound. Is that one of the bells of pilgrimage? What happened to the soldiers we sent to Norwick? What is Lord Spriggan saying about this?
It's a Child of Prophecy. She banded allied with the Round Table Army and invaded Norwick. What was Woodwose doing? How could he let the Round Table Army make a move while he was in Oxford?
Arrowgut was right. We should have captured and killed her when we had the chance. Order, order! 30 ambassadors, 100 officials, close your mouths. Queen Morgan's about to speak. Hear her words and obey.
A bell of pilgrimage has been rung. Send word to every lord and fairy in the land. The Child of Prophecy is no longer my subject. I name her an enemy of the state. All who offer her aid of any sort shall be branded the same. Fairy Britain abides no enemy. It crushes them without mercy. I command Woodwose, Lord of Oxford, to begin an attack on Londinium. I shall weigh his success in this battle against this transgression in permitting this advance on Norwick when determining his punishment. There is no place for the Child of Prophecy in my fairy Britain.
Ooh, the High Queen's made her decision! That accursed Child of Prophecy is as good as dead now. Yeah, we'll see about that, you suckasses. War, this is going to be war. I can't wait. This is going to be so much fun. I've been bored out of my mind these last 100 years. Now I'll get to hear the lower class fairies writhing in agony again. Thank you, Child of Prophecy. Thank you, Round Table Army. Thank you for starting a bloodbath.
Humph. No sooner do they see preparations for war being made than they scurry off to their homes. 2,000 years and fairies are still just as fickle and bloodthirsty as ever. Portune. Awaken, Knight Portune.
Oh. I thought it was gonna be another unique looking fairy. Like, maybe not quite obvious. Like, obviously not unique enough to become servants like Barghest and Babanshi and Melu, but I was hoping it'd be a different looking one than just horse armor, but no. Yes, High Queen. Guard Knight Portune at your service. Or Portune. It's an honor to have been freed from the chessboard. The 200 years since I last saw you have done nothing to diminish your majesty's beauty.
Never mind the formalities. Here, drink this.
This water will grant you memories of all that has transpired in the last 200 years.
Very well then, if I may. Now I understand. The Child of Prophecy, I'm sorry my clan head's prophecy has become such a headache for you, High Queen. Speaking of which, where are my fellow Mirror Clan fairies, who replaced Einstein as their head?
The Mirror Clan is gone. You are the last of their kind, Portune.
I see. What an ironic twist of fate. I parted ways with Einstein to serve your majesty as a knight, and thanks to that I'm still alive today.
That is surely the optimal future you once saw. Your choice was the correct one. It is why you are alive today. Now you will once again make use of your prognostication. You will accompany Tamlin Gawain and Tamlin Lancelot as their advisor. And if by some chance worse should come to worst, I trust you know what to do.
Yes, High Queen. We Guard Knights are fully aware of your wishes. You would like the Tamlin to go to Oxford to assist with the attack on Londinium, yes?
Have you gone soft in the head? Woodrose needs no help with Londinium. I have another mission for the Tamlin. There is someone else who has been a thorn in my side for too long. The attack on Londinium is merely a sideshow.
Oh yeah, she's about to go crush Nocnaria. I can't imagine she'd be referring to anyone else, at least. Oh, so I have, like, barely 5 minutes to go, so I hope this ends soon. Well, that's finally one bell down. Wait. Oh? Is she ascending? Artoria?
Huh? Aha! What's going on? Why am I glowing so much? She must be burning up. Water! We need water! Da Vinci, can't you whip up some fast-acting coolant or something?
Grown-up me might have been able to, but me? No way! What was that? Wow, sorry for panicking there. The prophecy never said anything about that.
That aside...
Yeah, I can tell. This is really...
Yeah, it really is.
I'm not a fairy, but even I can tell. Her magic power went up.
Why are you all staring at me like that? You're making me nervous. Did I do something wrong?
No, you did something very right. Artoria, did you just get crazy strong?
Huh?
She's level 80 usually as her in-story support, right? I assume she went up to 90 now, probably. Oh, everything is gone. Level 8888. Yeah, I imagine she's probably level 90, 10, 10, 10 now, maybe? Or at least 999. Quick, how long is this fragment? I might be able to spare another couple minutes if this isn't very long. Not 5 minutes? Okay. Yeah, we'll do that next time then. Even though it hurts. But I want to see what Mash is up to, but I really don't have more than like a couple minutes to spare. So I guess we'll see what how Mash is being treated next time. Hopefully decently well. I mean, Morgan did say no one could harm her, so we'll just assume she's doing well for herself. But yeah, I guess the story, the journey that is, has truly. Oh, we're in the past. This must be in the past, right? Because that's the tree shooting up, isn't it? But if it's a fragment, it should be MASH. So it being in the past wouldn't make sense. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see. But that's interesting. Yeah, no, I guess that's gonna do it. We met up with the Round Table Army, took Norwick, rung a bell, and now we're gonna be at full on war. So hopefully, hopefully no one dies along the way. But I have a feeling that's, given how other Lost Belts have gone, that's a pretty vain hope. Not vain, but a hopeless hope. But yeah, anyway. Thanks for watching. And yeah. I was gonna take tomorrow off, but I think I'm gonna continue tomorrow, I think, because I really want to see what MASH is up to. Assuming it is MASH, because again, this looks like it's in the past, because the tree is there. But we'll have to see. So instead of Monday, it'll be tomorrow that we continue. So I'll catch you later. Peace.